Welcome back. This is the number 3 in this little mini series of my Surly BC bike build. If you go back to some of my other videos, you will see that I'm slowly building this bike for my trip to Thailand. Yeah, this is going to be taking me to Thailand. So I thought, why not build it to get a little bit of knowledge of anything I might come across along the way, which I might need to repair. So yeah, without further ado, what we're going to do today is sort of fit in the handlebars, which I've already done there to save a bit of time. These have got to be clamped up to about 5 Newton meters, I believe it is. I'm using a Gusset Beard handlebar. I really like this handlebar. It's quite wide. It's got a bit of a rise. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit experimental. I might have to make a few adjustments along the way, as I've mentioned in other videos. Not sure whether I'm going to cut this really long steering post down. Yeah, so I'm going to fit the brake levers, shifters and the grips in this video, and I might run a bit of cable. I don't know yet until I get my wheels. My wheels are being built as we speak. I'm using a really great guy. His name's Paul from Velo Works. So what I'm doing here is I'm just tightening these up equally so we're getting an even clamp on top and bottom. I guess what we're going for is to ensure that the gap is roughly the same distance apart. Again, little tiny quarter turns here. Yep, so that seems to be that. They're all on there nice and tight. And next to go on is the shifter on this side. So again, with these, I'm just going to loosely put them in the position I think I might like. And we take it from there. So these handlebars, they're called Gusset Beard. They got a little bit of a rise on them and they're quite wide, and there's an option there to cut them down. So yeah, I really like the look of these. I did see them on a bike in a store I went in when I was doing some research. And yeah, I really like the look of them. I felt they went in keeping with my colour scheme of black and silver, this polished alloy. Right, I'm just going to leave them loosely like that for now, because I want to just put an handlebar grip on to see the rough positions. So then I've gone for these ergonomic handlebar grips. It's got the wide palm grip there. It's also got the other bit there for holding that. So now I'm not sure whether you're supposed to put a little bit of lubricant in there to help slide these on. Suppose it wouldn't hurt, but then again I don't want them sliding off. Let me know in the comments below whether I should be putting some lubricant on there, please. I will, on one of the videos, put a whole list of my total and a list of all the parts I've used. So then, over to the other side, I brought this brilliant little bell that goes in keeping again with my colour scheme, but listen to this, guys. If that don't shift them, I don't know what will. Again, small, little. I can't say the word, minimalistic. Leave that like that. The old thing rattles through the blooming bike. Right then, for lever number 2. Again, I'm going to loosely fit this until I know roughly the right positioning. Now I do believe these levers and shifter clamps need to be between 6 and 8 Newton meters. I'll say that again. These need to be between 6 and 8 Newton meters. So yeah, but again, I'm just putting those on loosely for now. And let's stick this other lever on here. I've had to open my blinds on my living room window to get some light in here to film this on the GoPro, and I've got people staring at me. They're probably thinking, what the hell's he doing? Videoing, filming himself, putting some brake levers on a bike. Right, I'm going to leave that like that for now. Ding, nice old ding there. I love that ding. So yeah, I'm going to leave that like that for now. I will run the cables, I think, and I brought these little lugs to hold the cables. But until I get my wheels, I can't really do much more. Now we're going to be fitting the brake cable. So basically how we do this is, there's a little groove here. So that pops into there like that. And then you can come through these grooves like so, give those a bit of a turn, and then press that cable up into there like so. So again, because I've not got my wheels on yet, I'm just gonna hold that tight like that, stop that falling out for now. And that'll obviously run down to my front wheel. Now we're just going to do the other side. So we make sure these grooves, screw that in a little bit more. Probably have to do some adjusting on that later on down the line. We slop that up into there, feed it through the groove, bit of a turn. I'm just going to do that up like that for now, to hold that in there like so. Now they do say you can put some kind of silicone oil down these tubes to stop erosion and stuff. So that's basically how you fit your cables into your brake levers. This one's obviously going to be for the back one, so I'm going to temporarily run this cable along the frame where I think it's roughly going to go. So I've ordered these little clips. I don't know whether they're coming into focus there. Now drop that one. So these basically hold your brake cables in place. So basically, let's see what I can do here. I've never used these before, so this is the first time. So I'm just going to hold that there. Right, so I think I need me cable in there first anyway. Okay, so this is posing a bit more of a problem than I initially thought. So come on, get in. Maybe you just push, there you go. There you go. That just snaps into place like that. So I'm just going to put one of those in there. Again, this is all very, very temporary. Another one here. There you go. Once they're actually in, they're pretty good. Oops. That didn't go well. A little bit fiddly, but once they're in, they're pretty good. That one's gone the wrong side of the blooming thing, which isn't great. So back over to this one, I managed to get that out. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to be any good now. There you go, that's that one in. So that's them rooted in basically. Right, I think I may have a problem here, guys. That cable here, housing, is not going to be long enough, because I need to put a sleeve on top of that to actually mount the actual caliper. I'm surprised they didn't supply a slightly longer piece of outer sheath there, but we'll come back to that one at a later date, I guess. So I think that is going to conclude this video for today. It's a little bit bitty, I know, and a little bit boring, I guess, but it needed to be done and I wanted to document it all. So on that note, I'm going to leave this one here thanks again for watching. I will put the other videos at the end of this one if you want to go back and sort of see how I started this by fitting the headset and the bottom bracket and chain set. Well guys, this is where I'm going to leave this one. As always, take care and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.